Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Coyote Classic in Shelby, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Our second game of day 2 is the Belt Huskies taking on the Florence Falcon boys. We're going to go ahead and jump into our starting lineups. And starting out with our starting lineups, we'll start with Belt. Number 1, a 5'10 senior, Keegan Stroop. Number 11 is a 5'9 senior, Braden Hagros. Number 15 is a 6'2 senior, Troy Hennis. Number 35, a 6'2 senior, Antonio Heaton. And rounding it out, number 43, a 6'2 senior, Trey Heitzman. Now for the Florence Falcons, starting out, number 3, 5'10, a junior, Brandon Bailey. Number 11, a 6'4 senior, Dylan Christofferson. Number 22, a 6'2 senior, Brent Stropel. Number 23, a 5'10 junior, Jacob Scully. And rounding it out, number 24, Marcus Zeller. He's a 6'1 senior. The coach for the Florence Falcons is Caleb DeGroot in his second year. And for the Huskies, it's Kyle Paulson. The Falcons are at half court, circled up, getting fired up, ready to go. The Huskies, they crowd around. Set to jump for the Huskies is Heitzman and Christofferson for the Falcons. Everybody shakes hands, sets positions. Officials are ready to go, standing at their marks. And here comes the official with the ball. Checks to make sure everybody is ready. Everybody's shirts are tucked in. Looks like Heitzman had to readjust his shirt. There's the whistle. The ball is in the air. The tip is back and controlled by the Huskies. The Huskies will go right to left on your screen. Ball at the top in the hands of Hagros. Hagros will go to the opposite side to Heaton. Heaton comes back to Hagros on the near side. Hagros back to Heaton at the top. Heaton dives back in to Hennis. Hennis comes to the side. Strope. Now in front of me is Heaton. Heaton cross court to Strope. Strope fed in, poked away, but is controlled by Belt. Strope will put the three-pointer up. No good. Walking the line and trying to save it, and taken away by the Falcons. Pushed up court, left to right by the Falcons, controlled by Scully. Falcons are wearing their white jerseys with the maroon name and numbers, the gold stripe. Here's the three-point shot. Off. There is Zeller for the rebound. Put in by Stropel. And we've got our first points of the game. 2-0 Florence with 6:58. The press is broken, but Scully gets the long pass. He'll push it up court left to right. Stops at the top, swings it far side. Stropel thinks about the three, into the far corner. Comes out to the top to Christofferson. Swung to Scully. Scully with some directions. DeGroot with a hand signal. At the top of Scully, dribbles between his legs. Gets a screen by Christofferson. Handed off to Zeller, and now it's in the hands of Bailey. Bailey drives in, shot off the glass, and the whistle. Bailey and one. Bailey will go to the line. He was 1 for, oh, he didn't shoot any free throws yesterday. Gotta read my own writing here, folks. And he'll drop it. So the Falcons jump out to a 5-0 lead in the first quarter. Full court press, 2-1-2. Ball on the near side, in the hands of Hagros. He'll go underneath to the baseline to Hennis on the near side. Back to Hagros. Hagros swings it, far side. Steeler gets in the air, comes near side. Three-point shot up, and off the rim, no good. Rebound, and it's in the hands of Scully, but Stropel is going to be called for the foul. Belt will inbound underneath their basket. Belt wearing their maroon jerseys. Ball tipped and controlled by Bailey, but taken away right away by Belt. In the hands of Hennis. Hennis comes near side, then swings it to Hagros. Hagros goes to the far side to Strope. On the near baseline, in the hands of Hennis. Hennis works it to the top. Strope drives in on the far baseline. Picks up his dribble. Comes to the near side, in the hands of Heaton. Heaton's got a double team, bounce pass to the top, and Strope. Strope will dribble, picks up his dribble. Shot, free throw line, we get a whistle. It's on the floor, and this one's going to go against. No, timeout by Belt. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We want to take a moment and thank Rainbow's End Natural Foods for supporting the coverage of all the games this weekend at Get With Florence. Thanks to their efforts and their support, we're able to bring these games for you guys. So if you're in the Bitterroot Valley in Hamilton, stop by the Little Red House on the main strip and tell them thank you for supporting high school sports all through the Bitterroot Valley. There's the buzzer for the end of the timeout. Belt will control. As I was saying, they have their maroon jerseys on. They've got a gold and white stripe down the sides of the shorts, a gold stripe down the sides of the jersey, and a gold name with a white name and number with a white outline. Ball is at the top in the hands of Hagros. Hagros will dribble into the far side, picks up the double team, gets a screen now, and it's in the hands of Stroop. Fed underneath. Back out to the top, near side, three-point shot, put up, off the rim, no good, and it's fished out. Heaton not able to get it to go in. Comes to the top to Hagros. Hagros. Cross court in the hands of Stroop. Stroop sets, three-point shot, and he'll get it to rattle home. And now Belt is on the board, 5-3 with 5:10 left in the first quarter. Ball brought up court by Zeller. Calls in a hand signal and some vocals. On the top now. Stroop in his face. He'll spin from the near side to the far side. Now comes back to the near side. And offensive foul. No foul, just a whistle. It'll go to Belt. Belt now controlling right to left. 4:55 left in the first quarter. 5-3 Falcons on the Rainbow's End Natural Food scoreboard. And we're going to get a whistle. Zeller's going to get called for the hand check. That'll be his first. 2 team fouls here for the Falcons. Belt will inbound in front of the Florence Falcon bench right in front of us. Bounce pass to the baseline. Underneath the basket, and drawing the foul is Hennis, and that should be on Scully. And they do give it on Scully. So Hennis will go to the line to shoot 2. So Troy Hennis to shoot 2. First one bounces off the back of the rim, jumps high into the air, and falls through. He can tie it up with this free throw. Here's the shot. That one slides through. And the Huskies tie it up at 5. Florence will inbound. Little 1-2-2 press by the Huskies. Bailey will bring it up court on the near side. Pushes traffic up. Now he crosses half court in the circle. Comes to the near side to Stropel. Stropel will dribble. Hands it off to Scully. Scully will drive in. Hand off to Zeller. Zeller swings it to Bailey. Bailey drives in. Shot. And they are going to say he's going to shoot 2. Hagros will pick up the foul, and Bailey will go to the line for the second time today. Sets his feet. First one rattles off, no good. Bailey had 6 points yesterday in their win. Here's the shot. Rattles off the glass. Actually, they did not win. Right to left now comes the Huskies. Far side in Stroop's hands. Comes to the near side in the hands of Wing. Wing with Zeller in his face. Picks up his dribble. Zeller with the steal. He'll block the pass, pushes up court. Shot off the glass, and it hangs on the rim and goes in. Zeller takes over, makes it 7-5. Florence on the Rainbow's End Natural Food scoreboard. Fed underneath. Heitzman, spin, shot, no good. Stropel is there, it's poked out of bounds, and it will be Possession going to Florence in front of their own bench. Bailey will inbound to Scully. Scully will push it up. Bailey runs up the court. Left to right is going Scully. Crosses on the circle in the half court. Now in the hands of Bailey. Christopherson at the top. Swings it to Stropel on the near side. They give it off to Zeller. Zeller gets a screen by Christopherson, but quickly picked up by Hennis. Zeller backs off. Hennis is there. 2-3 zone. Fakes the pass, and we're going to get a whistle. And this one, I believe, is going to be against the Huskies, as they're going to call Heaton for his first. So Falcons will inbound underneath their own basket with 3:33 left in the first quarter. Stropel gets the inbound, pivot, shot. Nice little floater off the fingers, and he'll get it to go in. He's got 4 on the quarter to make it 9-5. Florence. Press is broken. Ball in the hands of Stroop on the near side. 3:18 left in the first quarter. In the hands of Heitzman now. Heitzman has his pass blocked. Scully will come up, and they're going to say Scully traveled after he received the pass. 3:11 left in the first quarter. 9-5 Falcons. Stroop will get the inbound. Bounce pass near side to Wing. Wing getting a screen, but Zeller works around it. 2-3 zone by the Falcons at the moment. To the top in the hands of Hagros. Hagros comes to Wing on the near side. He's got Zeller there. Picks up his dribble. Zeller with a hand on it, but controlled by Hagros. He'll go to the far side, driving in. Zeller gets a hand on it, and Wing will control. Wing on the near side comes to the near baseline to Heaton. Hetz now at the free throw line. Hetzman out to Stroop. He drives the far baseline off the rim and in the hands of Bailey. Florence will push hard. They've got the numbers. Zeller, far baseline, jumper off the rim, no good, and in the hands of the Huskies. Right to left now is Hagros. Comes near side to Wing. Wing gets to the top to Stroop. Far side now. Wing now at the top. Stroop, near side, picks up his dribble at the near side top. Goes to Heitzman, or Heaton. Shot, Stroop, off the back of the rim. Skying for it is Scully, and he'll come down with a rebound. Pushing up court, left to right. 1:56 left in the first. Here's the shot by Zeller. Long jumper, and he drops it. He's got 4 on the quarter to make it 11-5 Falcons. 1:45 left in the first. Near side, 1-2-2 pressure put on by the Falcons. Scully gets a hand on it, but controlled, and just throwing it up in there. They're going to call Christopherson for the foul. As Stroop was just going to the basket, or Hagros was just going to the basket. So Hagros will shoot 2. His first opportunity at the charity stripe. First one off the back of the rim. We'll have the breakers and cut bank after this game. There's the whistle. Shot. That one he'll put in. He's 1 for 2 at the line, and it's 11-6 Falcons with 100 seconds left in the first quarter. Ball in the hands of Stropel on the near side. He'll drive into the near baseline, pitches it underneath to Hudson Pillar, and Hudson Pillar puts it in. Hudson Pillar came in yesterday and played lights out. Press is broken. 13-6 with 80 seconds left on the clock. Near side, Strope, bounce pass to Wing, near corner. He'll dribble, picks it up now. Cross-court pass in the hands of Hagros. Hagros into the far corner to Heitzman. Heitzman back out to Hagros, swings it to Strope. Strope fakes left. Now he will give it off to Wing. Cross-court pass, three-point shot, drained. And Hagros will hit the 3. Makes it 13-9. No foul. Oh, they say a foul on number 35. That would be Heaton. little confused here. They were saying a foul on Heaton, but now they're saying not. That's all right. 58 seconds left. 13-9, Florence. Bailey brings it up left to right, crosses in the circle. Hands it off to Christopherson. Christopherson, near side to Strope. Stropel controls at the top, 45 seconds, crosses over, drives in, shot off the rim and no good, bounces, and it's in the hands of Hagros. He'll push right to left, comes near side. Zeller with his hands on it. Strope will control, and in the hands of Hagros once again. Comes to Strope, back to Hagros. Now they stand and hold, 24 seconds. Going to play the last play here, going to play for one. Strope with it now. Hagros dribbles to the far side. 13 seconds. Cross-court pass. Stropel gets a hand on it. Strope controls. 9 seconds. Zeller's got him tied up, and they're going to call a foul on Zeller. That'll be his second. And with 7.3 left in the first quarter, it will be an inbound for Florence, or for the Huskies. Cross court, near side. Got to put it up, and they will not get it off in time, and that will be the end of the first quarter. The Falcons lead 13-9. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rainbow's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all the athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rainbow's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House. Looking for someone to capture your next event on film? Look no further than Newman Photos. From doing senior pictures to sports action photography, John can capture your moments in time. John has experience shooting sports events from high school to professional, and seeing excitement in his clients' eyes and hearing the wows from his clients is what drives his passion in capturing the moment and its memories for them. Give John a call today at 501-607-0558 to book your appointment. Newman Photography is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Coyote Classic. Right now on the court, Florence Falcons leading the Belt Huskies 13-9 to start the second quarter. Florence will have the ball to start the second quarter. Bailey will inbound. He'll come to Zeller on the inbound. Zeller left to right, crosses half court in the near circle. Bailey at the top, swings it to Christopherson on the far side. Bounce pass to Zeller. Zeller drives in. Christopherson gets the pass. Effort's deflected, and he'll bounce it off his foot. Zeller controls. Zeller now. Hand signal. Gets the handoff to Stropel. Stropel to Christopherson. Near side. It's poked away and saved, but Zeller will control. Zeller, he'll turn. Gets it out to the top to Bailey. Bailey fakes a three-point shot. We get a whistle, and this one's going to go against the Huskies. On the floor is when the foul happened, and this one's going to go against Vogel. So Florence will inbound underneath their own basket. Comes to Stropel at the top. Stropel will drive in, and they're going to say that he traveled. DeGroot wanted a foul, but the officials say no. So the Huskies will inbound, a 1-2-2 press. Zeller is the one. Brought up court, 7:20 left in the first half, 13-9. Falcons, near side. Stroop has it. Gets the signal from Coach Paulson. Looks back at him, now goes to Hagros on the far side. Hagros comes back to Stroop. Underneath the basket, all by himself, off the glass. Will not go. Looking for the foul, but didn't get it. Bailey will push up, left to right now after the Christopherson rebound. Near side to Stropel. Stropel back to Bailey. Bailey wants the signal again. Now he gets the signal. Cradles it in his left arm. Hands it off to Zeller. Zeller's going to drive in. Pass to Hodson-Pillar, and Hodson-Pillar will put it off the glass. 15-9 Falcons with 6:38 left in the first half. Cross-court pass. Breaks the pressure. 2-3 zone. Close to a travel, but Hennis keeps his foot down. Now we get tangled up on the floor. And this is going to be an offensive foul against Strope. It'll be his first. 6 team fouls on Belt, 5 on Florence. 6:24 left in the first half. 15-9 is the score on the Rainbow's End Natural Food scoreboard. Bailey inbounds to Zeller. Zeller will go left to right. Vogel in his face as he comes across half court on the near side. He's going to drive in on Vogel, uses his shoulder, finds Bailey on the pass. Far corner, Christofferson, three-pointer. Off the rim, no good. Chased down, and the Huskies will control. Right to left by Vogel. Goes far side to wing. Back to Vogel at the top. Swings it near side in the hands of Heaton. Heaton gets doubled up, and Zeller will come down on top of him. And, folks, that is Zeller's 3rd foul of the game. And that'll bring Scully in, and Zeller will have a seat. So you've got Hudson, Pillar, Stropel, Christofferson, Bailey, and Scully in for the Falcons. Inbound in front of the Florence bench for the Huskies. Vogel will control at the near side top. He'll dribble, now goes to wing on the far side top. Back to Vogel. Heaton, near side corner. Cross court, Christofferson gets a hand on it. He'll push, drives up, stops, waits for traffic, and now he gets it off the glass. Christofferson for 2. Extends the lead 17-9 with 5:36 left in the half. Wing has it now. Cross court to Vogel. Vogel. And it's taken away by Stropel. He's only got Vogel to beat. He'll put the shot up off the glass, and it goes in. And Coach Paulson says we need a timeout. We'll step aside as well on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rainbow's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all the athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rainbow's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Coyote Classic. Chris Stratton in the beautiful Shelby, Montana. Florence leads 19-9 in the second quarter over Belt. The boys, earlier the girls beat Shepherd. We'll have the the Loyola Breakers up after this one. And our last game of our coverage will be the Loyola Rams directly after that. So 3 in a row here on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Coming out of the timeout, 5:23 left in the half. Coach Paulson uses 2 timeouts right out of the gate. Well, shouldn't say out of the gate, but he's used 2 in emergencies. Vogel will bring it up court, comes to Wing on the near side. Wing surveys, Scully with his hands in his face, now to Vogel. Vogel swings it to Heaton on the far side. Back to Vogel at the top. Swing, near side. He can dribble, and now he does. Vogel at the top now. Swings it to Wing on the near side. He's open for the 3, bounce pass. Hetzman off the back of the rim. 2 Falcons are there, but it ends up in the hands of a Husky. Now, Stropel will sky for it. He'll come down with a rebound. He'll push left to right, near side very quickly, crosses over, free throw line, steps back and drains it. Stropel's got 4 on the quarter, and he makes it 21-9 with 4:38 left. Wing near side. He'll dribble between the legs, goes to Vogel at the top. Vogel thinks about the 3, now comes back to Wing. He thought about the 3, goes underneath the Hetzman, and Hudson Pillar will be called for the push. So that will put Hennis at the line to shoot 2. He's 2 for 2. Or this should be a 1-and-1 as it's a bonus. Florence was 7. 6 for Belt. First one will rattle in. He'll get 1 more. Everybody jumps away. First points of the second quarter for the Huskies come from the free throw line. Here's the second shot. That one off the rim. Stropel skies for it, gives it off to Bailey. Bailey will push it up the court. He's got Stroop in his face, he crosses half court. Christofferson on the far side with it now, comes back to Bailey. Bailey resettles, signals the play, comes to Scully. Scully signals the play. Hands it off, Christofferson, neither one of them control it. Scully saves it, and we get a timeout by Florence. Little miscommunication between Christofferson and Scully, and that forces a Florence timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rainbow's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all the athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rainbow's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House.
Welcome back to Shelby, Montana. Chris Stratton on the mic for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we have coverage of the Coyote Classic. Florence leads Belt 21-10 with 4:06 left in the half. Florence has the ball going left to right. Stropel near side to Scully at the top. Bailey far side. Bailey can dribble, and now he does. Finds Hudson Pillar. Hudson Pillar drives the baseline off the glass, and it goes in. Hudson Pillar's got 4 on the quarter. Makes it 23-10 with 3:48 left in the half. Far side in the hands of Hagros. Hagros comes back to Stroop. Underneath, shot, and it goes in. Hetzman gets his first points in the book, makes it 23-12. Christofferson breaks the press with the pass. Bailey has it now, far corner top. Gives it off to Scully. Scully near side. Hand signal and verbal signals on the play. Stropel back to Scully, swings it to Bailey quickly. Bailey to Scully. Stropel on the near side. Christofferson near corner, trying to get it into Hotzenpiller in the paint. Hotzenpiller now can't handle the pass. Scully with a no look, and Hotzenpiller was moving across the lane. It's a turnover. 3:07 left in the half. 23-12. Florence. Hagros with it. He'll dribble up, spins, backs out because of the double team, and this one's going to go off the referee and stay with the Huskies. They'll inbound in front of the student section on the far side. There's the pass. Hagros looks to the bench. Paulson with a verbal command. Comes to the near side to Stroop. To Wing at the top. Back to Stroop on the near side. Stroop will dribble. Picks it up. To Wing at the top. Bailey gets a hand on it. Numbers. Scully on the near side. He'll spin. Finds Stropel on the move, and it goes in off the glass. Stropel's got 6 on the quarter. 2:30 left. Florence leads 25-12. Hagros comes back to Stroop. Stroop with it on the near side. Back to Hagros at the top. Thought about going to Wing. Back to Stroop. To Hagros. Now Wing on the far side. He'll dribble. Hagros at the top. Stroop. He'll pop the 3. Off the rim. No good. Gets a second bounce. And Hotzenpiller tries to get it out, but taken away by Florence. Wing will drive on the near baseline. And they're going to call Hotzenpiller. He didn't get his feet set quite right away. It's a bonus situation, and Wing will go to the free throw line. So Hotzenpiller with 2. Wing at the line to shoot 2. Or 1 and 1. That one's an air ball. So Florence will have the ball on the inbound with 2:01 left in the half. 25-12 is the lead for Florence on the Rainbow's End Natural Foods scoreboard. Scully comes up court, goes to Stropel on the far side, fakes the pass, drives in off the glass. It bounces and comes down in the hands, and standing on the end line is Vogel, and it will go to the Falcons. 1:47 left in the half. Here's the inbound. Christofferson goes to Bailey. Scully. Hand signal on the play. 2-3 zone played by the Huskies now. Bailey will try to break it. Swings it to Christofferson. Far side. He'll pick up his dribble. Bounce pass to Hotzenpiller. He'll pivot around. Shot off the glass. It won't go. Ball brought up court now. Hagros with it on the far side. 1:20 left in the half. 25-12. Florence over Belt. In the hands of Vogel. He'll go to the top to Hagros. Hagros swings it to Strope on the far side. Strope looking for action. Now he gets it to Vogel. Swings it near side. Hagros. Hagros will dribble out of the near side. In the hands of Strope. Strope with Scully, and we get a whistle. And this one's going to go against Florence. And Hotzenpiller is going to be called for it from away from the ball. That'll be 3 for Hotzenpiller. So Zeller with 3, Hotzenpiller with 3, Stropel and Scully and Christofferson with 1 apiece. Double bonus time. Nope, single bonus. Okay. And that'll bring in number 12, Zach Christofferson. At the line is Hennis. 3 for 4 is Hennis. Official says 1, bounces it to him. Here's the shot. It's a high floater, rims, no good, and it's brought down by Stropel. Stropel will go to Bailey on the far side. Everybody will push up except for Hagros. He'll go to Scully, back to Bailey. Bailey to Scully. They break half court. Cross court, Stropel. Far side in front of the Big Fork fans. 45 seconds left in the half. Bailey has it, loses control, gives it to Scully. He stands in the half circle at the top. Crosses over. He's got Hagros in his ear. Gets a screen by Christofferson. Gives it off to Zach Christofferson. And his brother, Dylan, with the 2 points, makes it 27-12 with 24 seconds left in the half. Florence in charge. Strope on the far side. He'll hold it. Now comes to Vogel. 16 seconds. Vogel. Back to Strope. Strope again. He'll control on the far side in front of the students for the Huskies. Scully gets a hand on it, and it will go to Florence with 3.3 left in the half. 27-12 is your score. Florence in charge on the Florence, or on the Natural Foods grocery store. Christofferson will put it up at half court, and that will end the half. The Falcons lead 27-12. We'll step aside for 3 minutes on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rambo's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all the athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rambo's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House. Looking for someone to capture your next event on film? Look no further than Newman Photos. From doing senior pictures to sports action photography, John can capture your moments in time. John has experience shooting sports events from high school to professional, and seeing excitement in his clients' eyes and hearing the wows from his clients is what drives his passion in capturing the moment and its memories for them. Give John a call today at 501-607-0558 to book your appointment. Newman Photography is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics. For over 30 years, Garden of Eden has passionately pursued to aid Missoula's area churches in their mission to evangelize the surrounding areas. Garden of Eden has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop in to visit their full-service coffee bar and luscious homemade fudge. Shop their online store and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Visit them at www.shopgardenofreden.com or stop by their store at 2621 Brooks. Garden of Eden is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network. With so many auto care specialists out there, how do you decide which one to use? Lucky for Missoula, we have Willie's Auto.
My name sounds real familiar.
With over 40 years of experience, Willie and his trained staff will get you and your family back on the road. Stop by 721 Mount Avenue in Missoula today to have them check out your vehicle, or call them at 721-9455 to set up an appointment. Willie's Auto is a proud sponsor of local sports in the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Willie's Auto, Missoula's Auto Care Center.
A lot of insurance companies will advertise, "We're from around here." But then when you need to change your policy or file a claim, you wait, sitting on hold. At Payne West Insurance, help is just around the corner. You see, our colleagues live and work here. so we know where you're coming from. Probably a few doors down from us. You get understanding, peace of mind, and a true friend. Visit our local Pain West office or find an agent at painwest.com.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to Shelby, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Coyote Classic on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. We're at halftime, where the Florence Falcons lead 27-12. Florence held Belt to 3 points in the second quarter, while they were able to put up 14 of their own. Scoring leaders for Belt, well, that would be Hagros. He's got a tray and a free throw. Hennis has got 3 made from the free throw line and the only one in the paint, while Strope's got 3 from beyond the arc. But the only points in the paint coming from Hitzman, he's got 2. And that is your scoring leaders for Belt. For the Florence Falcons, well, Stropel stepped up. He's got 10 points in the first half. 4 from Dylan Christopherson and Zeller, and 3 points from Bailey. Hudson-Pillar has added 6, but Zeller and Hudson-Pillar with 3 fouls apiece. That is your score at halftime. We'll step aside for 3 minutes on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rainbow's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rainbow's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House. Looking for someone to capture your next event on film? Look no further than Newman Photos. From doing senior pictures to sports action photography, John can capture your moments in time. John has experience shooting sports events from high school to professional, and seeing excitement in his clients' eyes and hearing the wows from his clients is what drives his passion in capturing the moment and its memories for them. Give John a call today at 501-607-0558 to book your appointment. Newman Photography is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics. For over 30 years, Garden of Eden has passionately pursued to aid Missoula's area churches in their mission to evangelize the surrounding areas. Garden of Eden has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop in to visit their full-service coffee bar and luscious homemade fudge. Shop their online store and get free shipping on orders of $69 or more. Visit them at www.shopgardenofreden.com or stop by their store at 2621 Brooks. Garden of Eden is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports and the Missoula Prep Sports Network. With so many auto care specialists out there, how do you decide which one to use? Lucky for Missoula, we have Willie's Auto.
My name sounds real familiar.
With over 40 years of experience, Willie and his trained staff will get you and your family back on the road. Stop by 721 Mount Avenue in Missoula today to have them check out your vehicle or call them at 721-9455 to set up an appointment. Willie's Auto is a proud sponsor of local sports in the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Willie's Auto, Missoula's Auto Care Center.
A lot of insurance companies will advertise, "We're from around here." But then when you need to change your policy or file a claim, you wait, sitting on hold. At Pain West Insurance, help is just around the corner. You see, our colleagues live and work here, so we know where you're coming from. Probably a few doors down from us. You get understanding, peace of mind, and a true friend. Visit our local Pain West office or find an agent at painwest.com.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the Coyote Classic in gorgeous Shelby, Montana. It's just a beautiful day here, folks. As we come out of halftime, Florence leading 27-12. Had a nice little drive up. I stayed in Great Falls the last 2 nights, and both mornings have been just glorious coming up here to Shelby. And I had a true sunrise this morning. Yesterday I was a little behind on the sunrise, but this morning it was gorgeous coming in. I mean, they had I looked to the right of me, going north, true north. To the right of me, the sun is coming up over the plains, just looking golden and glorious. And to the left of me, the Rocky Mountains starting to appear out of the darkness. Just a wonderful thing. Just love being here from Montana, and there's so many good things about it. So we get ready to go now. Huskies will control the ball left to right, near side with Stroop. He'll go to the top to Hosgross. Hosgross goes back into Stroop in the near corner. Turning and getting the shot to fall in is Hetzman. Makes it 27-14. 7:39 left in the opening part of the second half, the third quarter. Bailey with it now. He's got it on the far side on top of the Coyote at the top of the far part of the court. Scully hands it off to Bailey. Bailey will spin at the free throw line, gives it off to Stropel. Stropel hands it off to Zeller. Zeller will spin at the free throw line, finds Stropel, near side corner, three-point shot, and it's drained. Stropel 1 for 2 on the day, and he'll make it 30-14 with 7:05 left in the third. Far corner. Zeller gets a hand on it, but Hagros will control. Now Bailey gets a hand on it. Bailey goes to the floor, and Strope will control. Far side, Zeller gets a hand on it, but Hagros will get it. Shot no good underneath. Hetzman, he can't get it to go, and controlled by Stropel. He'll push. Numbers in favor of Florence, or in Huskies. Gives it off to Bailey. Bailey's three won't go. We get a whistle underneath the basket. And Zeller will pick up his fourth, and he is not happy about it. Substitution comes in. Here comes Hodson Pillar. Zeller not happy. DeGroot, little pat on the back. Get him settled in. Ball on the far side in the hands of Stroop. Fed underneath. Not able to handle it is Hennis, and it will be Florence ball. 1-2-2 press by the Huskies. Scully will bring it up. Bailey crosses half court with a pass to Christofferson. He'll stop on the near side. Comes to Stropel. He'll stop. Three-point shot, same spot. This time it's no good. Chasing it down to Scully, and we get a whistle. And this one will probably be against Scully, as Hagros gets up very slowly. I'm going to say Scully had the grab, and it'll be his second. 6:10 left in the third. Florence leads 30-14. Far side in the hands of Stroop. He'll come to Hagros at the top. Now into the near corner to Heaton. We get a whistle underneath the basket. And waiting for a call. It's going to be in the hands of the Huskies, but no call. Inbound, far corner, catch and shoot, three-pointer, and he rips it in. That would be Hagros. And the Huskies want a timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rainbow's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rainbow's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House.
Welcome back to the Coyote Classic. Chris Stratton with coverage for the Missoula Prep Sports Network here in Shelby as the Florence Falcon boys lead the Belt Huskies 30-17, 5:52 left in the third quarter. Falcons have the ball right to left, a 1-2-2 press by the Huskies. Scully breaks half court with a pass to Christopherson. He'll drive in on the near side, puts the ball up, and we're going to get a whistle. Christopherson will shoot 2. Heitzman will pick up his first. Christopherson, his first opportunity at the free throw line. He'll set his left foot at the line, dribbles, and the shot. That one drops in. Christopherson was 2 for 2 yesterday from the free throw line. His only 2 points of the game coming from the charity stripe. Here's the shot. Off the front of the rim. And Stropel comes down with it. He'll battle for it and comes up with it. And Bailey's got it. Florence in control. Hagros will swipe at Scully as he's got the ball. Hand off to Christopherson on the far side. Bounce pass to Scully. He drives in the far baseline. We get a whistle. And this one's going to go against, I believe, Heaton. And that's exactly who they give it to. That'll be his second. And it'll be Florence ball underneath the basket. Wing's going to come in. And Heaton will have a seat. Scully, Hotson-Pillar, Stropel, Bailey, and Christopherson in for the Falcons. Scully will inbound to Christopherson. He'll step, shot off the glass. It won't go, but Christopherson will go to the free throw line once again, folks. So Christopherson with the shot off the back of the rim, bounces around and won't go in. Heitzman will pick up his third. Now subbing in is Wood for the Falcons. Shot drops in as Scully has a seat. 1 for 2 at the line now for Christopherson. 2 for 4 on the game. Heitzman, and he's going to double dribble. He picked up the dribble. And coming in now is Evans. And Heitzman will have a seat. Going back into the 1-2-2. Bailey with the inbound. Goes to Wood. Back to Bailey. Bailey will push very hard on the far side. Crosses half court with the ball behind his back. Now he'll dribble to the top. Stands in the half circle. Bailey wants Wood to come up. Wood gets the handoff. Hands it off to Christopherson in the near top corner. Christopherson, he wants somebody. Now he's going to get the dribble. Spins. Picks up the double team. On the far side is Bailey. He'll get the ball. Dribbles back out to the top. Stands in the half circle. Now he'll dribble to the far side. In the hands of Stropel. Stropel back to Bailey. Swings it to Woods in the near side. Back to Bailey at the top. 4:49. We get a whistle. And they're going to say Bailey traveled. With the Lady Falcons win this morning, early in the third quarter, they started playing catch, not wanting to bruise the ego of the Shepherds too much this morning. Here is, or the Phillies. Ball far baseline. Evans gets it out to Wing. Wing comes to the top. Setting his feet and shooting is Stroop. Woods goes down. And that's going to be the whistle for a foul on Hennis. That'll be his second. 32-17. Florence. 4:32 left in the third. Bailey will control a 1-2 press. They'll continue that, Belt will, until they figure something else out. Here's Stropel now at the near top. He's got a man on him. Hands it off to Christopherson. Goes to Bailey at the near top. Bailey will spin. Hagros in his face. Now comes to Christopherson. Trying to feed it into Stropel. Hotson-Pillar is there. He'll spin behind his back, and Stropel will come up with it. Stropel picks up his dribble, double team, and Christopherson will have it at the near top. Bailey says, I'll take it. Let's get reset, and he'll stand with the ball behind his back in the half circle at half court. Now he'll dribble. Dribbles into the near side, hands it off to Stropel. Poking at it is Stroop. Pushed in, poked at. Woods will save it, and it's controlled by Stroop. He's got 2 men to beat. Bounce pass near side baseline, and they lose the momentum. Hagros now, near top. Stroop swings it far side wing. Wing in the far corner, hands it off. That one's going to be a shot from the free throw line, no good. Christopherson with the control. He says, I can't dribble, gives it off to Bailey. Bailey will bring it up, stops at the top. Near side, Wood in the near corner. He'll drive the near baseline, pushed on, out of bounds. Wood goes down hard, and it will stay with Florence. 32-17, Falcons. 3:24 left. Vogel will come in as well as Heaton. Wing and Hagros will have a seat. Bailey to inbound. Finds Christopherson on the near top, or far side top. Wants Stropel to get the screen. He'll come around far side of the screen. Shot off the rim, no good. Hotzenpiller can't get the rebound. Pushed up court. Vogel on the near side. He'll dribble from the near side to the top. Now swings it to Strope. Strope picks up his dribble in the hands of Heaton. Heaton looking for some help. Now he gets it to Vogel at the top. Vogel. Near side. Stroop. Cross-court pass to Vogel. Vogel sets his feet. Three-pointer off the back of the rim. Christopherson is there for the rebound. Christopherson gets it to Bailey. Bailey will push right to left. Stropel now with it. Gives it back to Bailey at the top on top of the Coyote at the far side of the court. 2:40 left. 32-17. Falcons. Christopherson with it now. Picks up his dribble. Bailey at the top. Comes to Christopherson. He'll set his feet. Shoots the three. No good. And Stropel will come down with the rebound. To Bailey at the top. 2:18. Bailey asks Coach what he wants. Coach gets movement out of Woods. Woods at the top. Double team. He'll dribble in. Finds Bailey. Bailey to Stropel on the near side top. He'll back up to half court. Now he'll drive in. Gets a screen by Hotzenpiller. Hotzenpiller can't handle the pass. Woods tries to get it, but it comes up in the hands of Strope. Strope will push left to right. Near side corner. Vogel, three-pointer. Rims off, no good. Poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Huskies. No, they say Florence. One says Florence, one says Huskies, and everybody will walk to the other side. Actually, they blew the whistle on Evans for the foul. So 5 team fouls for Belt, 2 for Florence with 1:49 left in the third quarter. Scully will come back in. Woods will have a seat. So Hotzenpiller, Stropel, Scully, Bailey, and Christopherson on the court for the Falcons. Scully will bring it up on the far side. Crosses over on Vogel. Uses his own man as a screen. Bailey crosses half court, and they're going to say Bailey traveled when he received the pass. 1:42 left in the third. And DeGroot having a conversation with the official. Now it's inbound. Hagros will go to the far side to Vogel. Vogel comes back to Hagros. Near corner, Heaton. Heaton can dribble. Christopherson pokes at it. Now it's to the top to Vogel. Swung to Hagros very quickly to the far side. Hagros picks up his dribble. He'll find Evans. Evans in the far corner. Now back out to Hagros. Hagros comes to Heaton. Swings it near side to Vogel. Cross-court pass. And a three-point shot by Hagros. Off the rim, no good. Poked around. Volleyball going on underneath the court basket. And now it's back out. Vogel near corner. He'll dribble in. Shoots the jumper. Off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound in the hands of the Huskies underneath the basket. And it will go in for Evans. That'll be his first points of the game. 32-19. 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Bailey at the top. Goes to Stropel on the far side. He can dribble. Now he does. Stropel's going to drive in. Far baseline, and he'll throw it right to Hagros. He's got 2 men to beat. He'll drive in. Bailey is there. Gets a hand up, and it'll be an easy 2 points for Hagros. 32-21. 26 seconds left in the third. Scully mishandles the dribble, and it's in the hands of Heaton. Heaton goes to Hagros on the near side top. Calls out the signal. Dribbles to the top middle. Bounce pass to Heaton. Swings it to Vogel on the far side. 10 seconds left. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. Can't handle it. Stropel will come up. 6 seconds. He'll push. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. Stropel, three-point line. Shot. Can't get it to go, and the buzzer will end the third quarter. The Falcons lead 32-21. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rambo's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rainbows and Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House. Looking for someone to capture your next event on film? Look no further than Newman Photos. From doing senior pictures to sports action photography, John can capture your moments in time. John has experience shooting sports events from high school to professional, and seeing excitement in his clients' eyes and hearing the wows from his clients is what drives his passion in capturing the moment and its memories for them. Give John a call today at 501-607-0558 to book your appointment. Newman Photography is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
Welcome back to Shelby, Montana for the Coyote Classic. Start of the fourth quarter, Florence leads Belt 32-21. Florence held to 5 points in the third quarter while Belt put up 9. Florence will have the ball going right to left to start the fourth quarter. It's in the hands of Zeller on the far side. He's back in with 4 fouls. Christofferson, he's got it. Goes to the far side to Bailey. Bailey at the top. Finds Stropel on the streak on the near side. Shot, and it goes in. Stropel makes it 34-21. Wing with it now near side for the Huskies. To Stroop on the far side. Stroop comes to the top to Hagros. Hagros. Zeller gets a hand on the pass, but Stroop will get the shot off the baseline. Hodson-Pillar comes down with a rebound. Pushed by Bailey. Numbers in favor of the Huskies. Bailey will stop. Goes to Zeller on the far side. Zeller, he'll drive in. Free throw line. Stops. Goes to the far side to Bailey. Bailey surveys. Trying to get it into Hodson-Pillar. He's got the position, but they didn't see him. Zeller now. From far side, near side to far side, hands it off to Bailey. Now Bailey hands it off to Christofferson. He'll spin. Backs into the lane. Hodson-Pillar with a pass, and off the glass it goes in. And one for Hodson-Pillar. And that will be on Heaton. That'll be his third. And Hodson-Pillar will go to the line for the one. No good. Rebounded by Heitzman. Heitzman will give it off to Hagros, who will bring it up court. Near side in the hands of Stroop. Stroop picks up the dribble. Wing. Hagros now. Hagros comes to Stroop. Stroop swings it back to Hagros on the far side. 6:40 left in the game. 36-21, Falcons. Stroop with it. Bounce pass, far side. Bounce pass into the lane. Twisting, shooting. And they say Heaton traveled, or Hennis traveled. So with 6:30, Florence will get the ball back. A 1-2-2. Zeller with the inbound. He'll push it up court, near side. Crosses half court with the ball behind his back. Shoots, jumper, free throw line off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by a wing. Hagros will bring it up left to right, inside the half circle now at the top. Goes far side, in the hands of Stroop. Gets a screen by Hennis. Wing, now to Hagros. Fed in underneath to Hennis. We get a whistle, and Hodson-Pillar will be called. He's had his hands up, frustrated. And that'll be 4 on Hodson-Pillar. That'll bring Scully back in. So Hodson-Pillar with 4, Zeller with 4, and Scully with 2. Christofferson and Stropel with 1 apiece. Inbound underneath the basket. Hennis gets it, and he'll pop it in on the catch and shoot. 36-23. Florence, 5:55 left in the game. Coming up after this will be the Breakers of Loyola and Cutbank. We'll have a triple header of action, starting with this one with Florence. Christofferson at the free throw line. Nice move by Christofferson, and gets it to go in off the glass. A little hop and scoop by Christofferson to make it 38-23 with 5:30 left in the game. Ball on the near side now. Swings it. Wing. Wing's got the double team, and Zeller will take the pass away. He'll push. He's got Bailey. He'll take it himself, though, off the glass. Stropel is there, off the glass, and one. Great hustle by this Florence team. In this fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 for Hagros and 7 for Belt. Here's the shot. Stropel can't get it to go. 40-23, 5:10 left. And we're going to get a whistle. It's going to go against either Zeller or Scully. Hopefully it's against Scully. No, it is against Zeller. He's done for the game. Fouling out with 5:10 left. He'll get an ovation from the Falcon fans on the far side. Huskies will inbound. DeGroot having a conversation with the official, trying to get the official ruling on the play. Now we get the bounce pass, and DeGroot just shrugs his shoulders and tells Zeller he needs to calm down. Here's the bounce pass. Underneath the Hennis. Out to the top. Catch and shoot by Stroop, and he'll drop the three. And Paulson will call a timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds as well on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rainbow's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rainbow's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House.
Welcome back to Shelby, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got continued coverage, a triple header of action with the Florence Falcons up over Belt right now, 40-26. The second game will be the Loyola Breakers taking on Cutbank, and the final game of our triple header, the final game of our coverage this weekend will be the Loyola Rams and the host team, Shelby Coyotes. Good action going on. Had some good conversations with coaches earlier this morning. Everybody's excited and ready for basketball season to get underway. Some teams have already started. Some teams, this is their start. Coming out of the timeout, 5:02 left in the game. Florence with a 40-26 lead. And they'll have the ball right to left, inbound to Wood and to Bailey. Bailey, Wood, Stropel, Christofferson, and Scully in for Florence. Wood will drive in, gives it off to Christofferson, to Bailey at the top. Bailey now comes near side. Woods to Christofferson, who swings it. Now to Scully. He can't handle the pass, and it comes up in the hands of Hagros. Woods will poke at it, but with no luck, and Hagros will hold on to it. Far side to Wing. Wing, he can dribble, bounce pass in to Heaton. Heaton with the bounce pass underneath the basket, and they're going to say that Hennis traveled after receiving the catch. .428 left. 40-26. Here's the pass to Christofferson. He'll control to Bailey, and it's a full press now, 2-2-1, but Bailey will break it. Scully near side to Christofferson. Christofferson sets. Bailey now with it at half court in the circle. Hagros poking at it. Bailey will give it off to Scully. Scully to Stropel. Stropel handles the handoff. We get a whistle, and this one's going to put Stropel at the line for the 1-and-1. That'll be the third for Hagros. So Stropel for the 1-and-1 as it is bonus time now. Here's the shot. Off the back of the rim, and it drops in. A brick, but it's in. Vogel will check in as Wing will have a seat for Belt. Here's the second shot. That one he slides right in. Stropel now 2 for 3 from the charity stripe. 42-26, 4 minutes left in the game. Florence owning the Rainbow's End Natural Foods scoreboard. Bounce pass. Here's the shot. And it slides in for Hennis. He's got 4 on the quarter, makes it 42-28 with 3:45 left. Scully beats the press. He'll push it up, and we get Hagros on the reach. That'll be 4 for him. That puts Scully at the line for the free throws. And that is 9 team fouls for Belt, 4 for the Falcons. Scully and Stropel, the only Falcons down at the free throw line. Here's the first shot. Off the back of the rim, no good. Sorry about that, folks. Had a sneeze sneak up on me. Free throw is no good. Rebounded, and Bailey will take the pass away. Now we get a whistle, and we're going to say that Scully traveled, but did he have possession of the ball? Either way, officials say it's Belt ball underneath their own basket. To inbound, far side, Vogel jacks a three up, and he sinks it. 42-31, 3:20 left in the game. Stropel with it on the far side now. Goes to Bailey. He stands on the Coyote at half court on the far side. Poking at it is Vogel. Stropel will drive to the basket. Finger roll. It goes in. Stropel's got 6 on the quarter to match his second quarter score. Fed in at the free throw line in the hands of Hetzman. Hetzman goes far side to Strope. Strope now. Near side to Wing. Into the near corner to Vogel. Vogel sets. Cross court. Wing. High pass. Brings it down. 2:40 left in the game. 44-31 Falcons. Here's Wing. 3-point shot. He'll sink it. And Wing will drop it to make it a 10-point game, and we'll step aside for 30 seconds on the timeout.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rambo's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rambo's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House. Looking for someone to capture your next event on film? Look no further than Newman Photos. From doing senior pictures to sports action photography, John can capture your moments in time. John has experience shooting sports events from high school to professional, and seeing excitement in his clients' eyes and hearing the wows from his clients is what drives his passion in capturing the moment and its memories for them. Give John a call today at 501-607-0558 to book your appointment. Newman Photography is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
Welcome back to Shelby, Montana, the Coyote Classic. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network in the coverage. Florence up over Belt, 44-34. The boys, 2:33 left in the game. And coming out of the timeout, Florence will have the ball. Bailey to inbound, bounce pass, Stropel. Bailey will bring it up. A 2-2-1 press, broken by Christofferson on the pass. He'll hold, gives it off to Bailey on the near side. Vogel is up there. Now Stropel with it on top of the Coyote at the far side of half court. Poked away, but controlled, and now we get a timeout. Florence will call the timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
For over 35 years, Rambo's End Natural Foods has been family-owned and operated in the heart of the Bitterroot Valley. Located in the Little Red House at 910 North 1st Street in Hamilton, Rambo's End Natural Foods is a proud sponsor of all athletics in the Bitterroot Valley and is committed to helping the Bitterroot sports heroes in their success. Best of luck to the Florence Falcons and all the teams participating in the Coyote tournament this weekend. Rambo's End Natural Foods, the Bitterroot Valley's Little Red House.
Welcome back to Coyote Gym. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we've got coverage of the Coyote Classic from Shelby, Montana. Beautiful day here in Shelby. Everybody was saying it's complete opposite to what it was last year. We had -15 here last year. This year, we're looking at a beautiful 42 degrees in Shelby. So it's been a lot of fun, lots of good action going on, lots of good action to continue going on. Coming out of the timeout, Florence has a 10-point lead over Belt, 44-34, with 2:16 left in the game. Florence will inbound from the far side. There's the whistle to start play. Christofferson on the inbound will go to Stropel. He can't handle it. He goes to the floor on his ankle, and he is down, getting up slowly. Coach DeGroot happened right in front of the Florence bench, and DeGroot says, we need to sub somebody out. Stropel will come out, and that'll bring Wing in. Zeller already on the bench, fouled out. So on the court, Bailey, Woods, Christofferson, Hodson-Pillar, and Scully. That's the Falcon lineup. Hagros has it, gives it off to Stroop. Stroop to Hagros at the top. 2 minutes left. Far side. Bounce pass. Heaton tries to go into the lane. Hensman, high off the glass. It rolls around, rattles, and he'll get it to drop in. 44-36 with 1:48 left. Bailey to Woods. Woods now at the top. Gives it off to Christofferson. Now back to Bailey. Bailey will survey the court. Dribbles up to the half circle. Spins. Gives it off to Woods. Woods hands it to Scully as Bailey goes to the floor. Gets up very quickly. Bailey now with it. He'll spin. And Vogel will hold on as Vogel loses his shoe. So Vogel will pick up the foul. He was just trying to hold on for dear life as he came out of his shoe when Bailey spun. In the double bonus now. So Bailey will shoot 2. First one is up. Off the back of the rim, no good. Now the second. That one will rattle in. Bailey is 2 for 5 from the charity stripe on the day. 45-36 Falcons. Double team on the far side. Cross court pass. Stroop skies for it. Brings it down. Scully closes very quickly. The pass to Vogel at the top. Hagros will take one from way outside. No good. And Christofferson will come down with the rebound. And he'll immediately be fouled by Vogel. That'll be his third. Christofferson will go to the free throw line. Double bonus. Christofferson 2 for 4 on the day. 2 for 2 yesterday. Here's the first one. Rattles and it will not go in. Trying to make it a 10-point game is Christofferson off the free throw. 45-36. Here's the shot. And he'll sink that one. 1:05 left in the game. Hagros will bring it up. Stroop swings it far side to Vogel. Vogel now into the far corner, and Stropel will take it away. He'll push it up on the far side, get some traffic, and a reach in by Vogel, and Vogel will pick up his 4th. And Stropel will go to the line. Stropel is 2 for 3. He'll shoot 2. First one off the lip of the rim and rolls in. Gets the ball from the official. The official says 1. Here's the shot. Off the rim, no good. And we get a lane violation by Hagros, and Stropel will come back to the line. Hagros will back out, and Vogel will switch places with him. Bailey, the only Falcon with Stropel on that half of the court, can't get that one to go, and Stroop will rebound. Hagros up the near side, left to right. He'll go to Bailey, to Stroop, into Vogel. 45 seconds left. Near side. Stroop strokes the 3, off the rim, no good. Stropel will come down with a rebound. Bailey will bring it up with 35 seconds left. Hagros is there. He crosses over on Hagros. Now Bailey stops at the top, hands it off to Scully. Scully back to Bailey on the far side. He'll back off to the Coyote in the far corner. 25 seconds left. Picks up the double team, hand off to Stropel. Stropel will come to the near side, hands it off to Scully, and Scully will draw the foul off Vogel, and that'll be the last one for Vogel. That'll bring Wing in. Scully goes to the line with 20 seconds left to shoot the 1-and-1. And Coach Paulson's going to go ahead and sub bench players in here now. The only Falcon on the free throw side of the court is Scully. Here's the first shot off the back of the rim. Hudson Pillar, Stropel, Bailey, and Christopherson standing at the opposite free throw line. Here's the shot. Off the rim, no good. Huskies just watch it go by and save it before it goes out of bounds. 16 seconds. Wing has it near side. 12 seconds. 10 seconds. Far side in the hands. Now near side, Hagros. 5 seconds. He'll drive. Shot. Hotzenpiller gets a hand on it. No good. 2 seconds. Stropel with a big block, and that's how the game will end. The Falcons get the win. 47-36. We'll step aside for just a little bit as the Breakers will warm up along with Cutbank. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We want to also thank Rainbows and Natural Foods for supporting coverage of Florence basketball at the Shelby Tournament. Thank you, everyone. We'll be back shortly with the Breakers and Cutbank.